Wonder shall never end. Yes, so all these people who they endorse regulation after to run for 2027 election, they are doing it for their personal interest, not for the betterment of this country. You understand? For my own personal opinion, is that make good Jonathan may not listen to them, may not subscribe to their personal agenda. You get me? So they know what they do. You get me? I know I talk too much. You make not listen to this man as he explained that he said that all these people they have their own element. You understand? So they don't care about the country. Well, make una listen to me and hear what he talk. You understand? Because I believe say Gunnar Jonathan, he no go downgrade himself to that extent. Well, you know, nothing will not there for politics. You understand? So they are not the predator. That is politics for you. Well, when you listen after watching this video, also share your thoughts under the comment section. I agree with no for sugar boy.
Here trying to push him back again. So that in the event he wins, they will still come and rule this country by proxy. So, and the Nigerians, I think, are very aware of this. This is not something that the Nigerians will subscribe to. And with regards panicking, PDP as a party, I want to believe, is not, it's almost near its extinction. Because, okay, if President Jonathan is coming back to run under that platform, under which PDP is he coming to? Is he coming to weakest PDP? Is he coming to that? So we don't know which PDP is coming to. Which secretary is he representing Anyawu or the other one? Is he seeing Damagun as the chairman or this? In which working committee is on? So automatically the platform is not even there. And I want to also reiterate that I don't believe the president, former president, will even subscribe to this idea because he's not that politically naive. And people that have his interests close to him, I want to believe they will advise him otherwise. But all this, I want to call political jingoists that are trying to come and coerce him into doing that. I think they are doing it for their own interest, and the party is not shaken at all with that. We are not saying that 2027 is going to be a walk in the park, but we are prepared because we have a lot of things to tell Nigerians, and we have structure to prosecute the election any day, anytime. So with this, I want to believe there's no party today in Nigeria that has the structure, that has the unity, that has the leadership, that will be able to prosecute election seamlessly like the APC. So because of that, there's no panic.
Okay.
We're not taking anything for granted. We are leaving no stone unturned to ensure that we deliver the dividend of democracy to the people and also make our structures robust and powerful to run any election.
Okay, but I mean, the message I seem to be getting, Dr. Salim, is that, you're also saying, as you said before now, about the ADC coalition, that, they don't constitute a problem. So now you say President Jonathan does not constitute a problem. Okay, I have a Peter Obi, who is very strong among the youths and very strong on social media, and who is also being wooed by the PDP, the same PDP. Professor Jerry Ghana already made that clear. So, I mean, you can't say you are going to the 2027 election and anybody that shows interest, you say, oh, they don't matter. We are in charge. So there's no panic, there's calmness, so nothing matters. 2027 is a walkover.
Yeah, we will not say 2027 is a walkover. Neither will we say any political actor doesn't matter. But we are not talking about people here. We are talking about issues and we are talking about structures. Peter Obi had a lot of followings on the social media, and it was near a revolution when he ran in 2023 for the youths. But he made very fundamental mistakes, which exposes him to various stakeholders, including the youth stakeholders. You see, politics is about selflessness, and people see through when you are being selfish. And also, as I want to also emphasize the matter of structure. When Peter Obi ran 2023, had it been after he lost the general election, 2 weeks later, when the government election and the House Assembly election was about to take place, he could have come and stood behind the candidates of his party. He could have had maybe 6 or 7 governors by now from the Labour Party. Then he will now have a launching pad where he will now launch his presidency. But lo and behold, all of us saw immediately he lost. We now begin to see some unholy alliances between himself and the governors of other parties, which variably or invariably caused the loss of virtually all the Labour Party candidates, except Oti, who fought for himself. And even the relationship between the two is not that very cordial. So automatically that exposes Peter Obi that he was only coming to do, he's not coming with an ideology, neither is he coming with the interest of any party, he's coming with his own personal interest. And that, I'll tell you, a lot of stakeholders, there will not be any stakeholders consensus when it comes to backing Peter Obi today. Everybody will first of all look at his own interest before that of Peter Obi, because he has been exposed that he's not somebody that will now stand for you while he's not on the ballot. Well, so that goes to a lot of our candidates, which are not subject of discussion today. But this, I will tell you, is one of the fundamental issues that Peter Obi have. And we as a party, we have explained all this, we are looking at it. So we will not say nobody matters, we will not say nobody is an issue, but what I'm saying is that our level of preparedness would allow us to be able to boast of a robust structure that will prosecute any kind of election, even if it's next week or next month that you now put the ballots. But not to say that we don't have opposition or we are underrating the opposition. Because we are not underrating the opposition, that's why we are always prepared, we are always prepared. A lot of by-elections are coming up, and if you see the level of our preparation, you will know that we are not taking anything for granted, neither we are not belittling any of our oppositions.
Okay, Dr. Saliu, beyond personalities,
Dr.
Now,
Bat.
I'm sure you are aware of the fact that, part of the narrative is that the North is saying they want power taken away from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he has not served their purpose, because he has not because he has disappointed them, and that they will prefer a Southerner. Any Southerner but Tinubu. And some people, analysts, are saying that that's the strongest proposition in favor of President Jonathan, who is going to spend, in any case, just one term. Are you concerned about that? And is it true that in the North, there's this move to say anybody else but Tinubu?
Thank you, Doctor. This narrative or the view you just mentioned, I don't think is even in existence in the North. 1, 2, 3, or 4 people that are disgruntled cannot speak for the North. All of us constitute the North. All of us, we are all part of the stakeholders. We have families, we have structures, all in the northern part of the country, and we all live in the northern part of the country. And I also want to just state this for record that just to remind people that we had our own share of being at the helm of affairs of this country. May God rest his soul. President Buhari just concluded his 8 years being from the North, and then the presidency shifted to South just 2 years ago. And matter of marginalization or any kind of discrimination against the North does not arise. Why? Because, first of all, there is no state in the North that subvention are being held. There is no part of the North that there's no project going on today as we speak. And look at it. The Kano-Maiduguri road is a dual carriage of 200 and something kilometers. And I think this road is constructed by around 3 or 4 governments. I didn't hear any complaint or yearnings from the southern part of the country that why are we constructing that road. This road is completed today. I think it's one of the longest roads you can get without any pothole and what have you, that you get to where you're going to in the country. So, and also, if you look at the appointment patterns, look at the ministries with the biggest budgets. How many of them have been superintended by the our northern elites? So, to say the least, if you look at the concentration of government funds regarding security in the north, ranging from the north central, northwest, and the northeast, this is a lot of billions that is being spent daily on security in these areas, and it's really resolved. So all these actions, all these acts are acts that will now vindicate this government from all these accusations. And very few people that are complaining or that are putting out these narratives, they are just propagandists, and they are just doing this for their own self-aggrandizement. I don't believe that these are discussions that happens in the households in the north. Given the fact that things are stabilizing, people are able to go back to farm, a lot of things are getting better. Yes,
okay.
We are not there yet.
Okay,
the economy, the security, a lot of issues.
Well, comrade, when you say these are propagandists from the north, take the example of Daily Trust newspaper. Daily Trust newspaper wrote an editorial saying that, look, there's hunger in the land, there's poverty in the land, that the Tinubu administration is not even meeting the people's expectations. Sunday Dare has responded to say this is not true, that the economic reform is doing very well and all of that. But the Daily Trust is a major newspaper in the northern part of the country. And some people have come to the rescue of the paper to say, well, under Section 22, under Section 39, both of the 1999 Constitution, a newspaper has a right to hold government accountable and to express itself and to observe, give voice to the voiceless and the defenseless. So do you join Sunday Dare to say that all those issues pointed out, that the newspaper is lying to Nigerians, even if the same newspaper has insisted that it stands by its story?
I will not only join Sunday Dare, but I'll even go further. First of all, I want not only Daily Trust, but all the media, members of the media and opinion leaders to know that they are accountable to the God Almighty. They are also accountable to the community and the people that follow and listen to their news and opinions, and also accountable to themselves and their families. So sometimes when you write, despite what you feel, you have to look at things objectively. So that column, I want to believe, is one of the most unobjective columns I've ever read.
The editorial column
history of
Daily Trust newspaper?
Yes, it's one of the it's one of the most unobjective, sir. Because if you want to, most of these comparisons, you cannot. Yes, I would strongly say that, because I want to put facts before you, Doctor. I don't just want to discuss people. I'm trying to discuss issues here. I just want to look at what most of the issues they raised, one after the other. I want us to understand that I want to believe these people are even more knowledgeable than me, maybe when it comes to what is happening in the world. I want them to understand that Nigeria is not operating as a country in isolation. We are not an island. We are part of the global economy. And all of us know, if you want to rate the inflations all over the world today, all over the African countries, including our next door neighbor Ghana, we know what the inflation is. You understand? And we know how it's being managed. And we know where we came from. If you want to do a historical analysis, right from 2015, when the APC took over, down to today, 2025, you will see the progression. In the first place, there's a time that 5-6 states were not paying salaries. economics was near commodity. We are redressing everything. There is a time that the CBN governor can make whoever he wants to make rich within 2-3 hours because of the different exchange rates and what have you. There is a time that we are paying subsidy in trillions. There is a time that we cannot finance our basic needs. There is a time that we are going on ASU strike for 6-7 months. There's a time that you cannot go to mosque or church in Abuja. You cannot go to offices, your offices, including international offices and embassies, including the newspaper houses like This Day and what have you. All these things, the economy did not make this comparison. You just jump and no. It was very, very unobjective. Because I don't want to believe he's an inexperience, or no, I just want to believe it's unobjectivity. There's no objectivity in that column, and that does not reflect the position of the chunk of the populace of the North. That's why even if it's tomorrow you put a ballot box, we'll still win in the North. We have by-elections, including my state, by the grace of God, Saturday coming. You see what the people will say, will speak through the ballot boxes. So this is not the position of the North, and this is not should not even be the position of any Nigerian, or not to talk of a newspaper editor or personality. Let's look at this objectively. If you want to do a historical comparative analysis, take historical epochs and events and compare the situation. As I said, always say, is that if you want to understand what security is, you have to know what the security was.
Okay.
But this is very highly unobjective. Well, and I want to believe it's irresponsible of this columnist that gave this. It's highly irresponsible of him.
Okay, Dr. Salihu, I get your point, but I would just like to advise that perhaps it may not be quite advisable for a sitting government to fight the media and challenge the powers of the media, which are constitutional, absolutely legal rights to express opinion and also to hold government accountable. We are not enemies of government, whether it's Daily Trust or it's another.
Yes, but the media should not abuse that opportunity.
That will be counterproductive.
Nobody is fighting the media. We are only stating the obvious and the facts. Nobody is fighting the media. We are friends. We are not insulting or trying to badmouth any media personality or a journalist. But we will just point the facts and also remind them of their responsibility. Despite the fact that the Constitution gives you right to say what you think, but you should not mislead the people, because human beings should first be normative than rational. Okay. All of us, we have deities that we worship, and we owe duty to these deities. So please, people should not be misleading the populace.
Who do not have media platforms, who are also saying now we are hungry. The country hard, not be small.
Yes.
But it's okay. It's an open argument, and it's for the Nigerian people to decide at the end of the day. Neither the media.
Country is hard, Dr. Ruben. Country is hard. Country is hard, but the government is doing deliberate efforts to reverse these things, and it's yielding results. And there's no light switch that you just